The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So we get a traffic there, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Put a man in motion left. Ridley to throw is Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, go!
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Jaguars at 9-7 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Great job. Decent 24.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Ginger, tight. 30 left. Hot.
Now Lawrence. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Now 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19. Come on.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun, Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, run. Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's complete to DK. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
A gain of 15.
On the jump.
First down, Titans.
Here we go. Strike. Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Ward. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, here's Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
The score, Titans 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Right, let's go. 11. Darn, think right. 11.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Gets past one man. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
18 on the play. First down,
Pollard will take it up the gut. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Get it. 18, run. Viking, 18.
Off the play fake, Ward. And he's got it. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 40 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Ward. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun again to Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, tomato. Cut.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Red on red. Hey, Soko.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do. When you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Sink right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Hey, run! Son, they started hunt. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. And that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the return this time will go out to the 42.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They go play action with Ward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Ward. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joshua Hines-Allen. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A short throw to Musgrave. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, easy. Read a 40. Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
43-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now second and 5.
Red on red. Red.
On play action, Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey.
Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
At the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Viking 18.
Throwing now, Ward. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play fake, here's Ward. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a give here to Pollard. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, come on. Go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Think right. Think right, open. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Well, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, easy. Hey, Jupiter.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Lion. Son, Easy.
They go play action with Lawrence. That is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
24-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Drop 60, drop 60. Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Hey, hurt.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Come on. Hey.
To throw is Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey,
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Red on red. Sink right. 11.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, go. Done. They started hunt.
Handoff running left is ETN. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On red. Hey, go.
On second down, they'll run it here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Logan Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Let's go.
Play action now. Ward. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
After his fumble earlier, this rookie's making sure he hangs on to the ball this time around. Still don't want to see him taking these hits this often, or turnovers becoming a persistent problem. But you understand why he had to be careful there.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Titans.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
19.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
A gain of 15. First down, Titans.
The Spears with another carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got him now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Trayvon Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Slye able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Soko, it's a hike. Go. Hike.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko, it's a hike. 13, Lou.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They